protest dibwys, oedden nhw yn sylweddoli hefyd bod hwn yn protest mawr.
Jill Evans o Dreorci. Ymddengys gwybodaeth. O fewn ychydig fisoedd, byddai 96 o darlegrau crews yn cyrraedd y safle, ac roedd y protestiadau yn cynyddu. Golygfa llanol o blasty mawreddog Thenford House, ar enw y gwir anrhydedd yr arglwydd Heseltine. Ysgrifennydd am ddiffyn rhwng y 6 o Ionawr 1983 a'r 9 o Ionawr 1986.
It was my job to present government policy. So first of all, I had to make sure that we could deploy the weapon system that our American and European allies had agreed to. Secondly, I had to persuade public opinion that it was in the best interests of this country. My problem was that in any debate, if my protagonist were to say, well, you're a man, I'm a woman, you can't understand how we feel, well, self-evidently, a large number of women listening to that would agree with that statement. He's a man, how can he understand? And of course, there are all the issues about fertility and the natural feminine characteristics, which some people argued were particularly affected by the risk of nuclear weaponry.
As women, we wish to protect all life on this planet. We will not allow the war games which allegedly protect some whilst killing others and lead to nuclear war which will kill us all.
Dwi'n credu oedd y Llywodraeth yn intimidated a gymaint o bobl yn cwestiynu polisi'r Llywodraeth ac felly oedd Greenham wedi crisialu hynny I gyd ac dyna beth oedden nhw'n ofni.
Well, they were making an impact because the campaign for nuclear disarmament was associated with them and it was getting a lot of attention in the press. And so, of course, when was I worried, it was my job to be worried.
Oedd y Llywodraeth yn sicr wedi cymryd y bygythiad o ddifri, y bygythiad I newid meddyliau pobl am arfer nuclear achos oedd eu polisi nhw yn dibynnu ar pobl yn credu bod arfer nuclear yn gallu amddiffyn nhw ac oedd Greenham yn dechrau dangos bod hynny ddim yn wir.
Llun o Michael Heseltine yn iau.
I literally woke one morning at about 6 o'clock. I remember vividly just waking up. I knew what I had to do. I went to Berlin and visited the British troops guarding the wall, so that on Good Friday when I came back and the press met me at Heathrow, what do you think of the peace movement, Secretary of State? I've just spent the last 24 hours with the men and women risking their lives every day on the Berlin Wall so that the women are free to protest. And it was a game changer.
Ni gyd oedd ni yn gofyn, oedd siarad a gwrando a cael trafodaeth gyda'r Llywodraeth ar y teledu am yr angen i'r arfer nuclear yma.
I got this very flattering letter. Dear Lord, Mr. Heseltine, I was then, dear Secretary of State, probably, she said, we're in the peace movement, we are greatly impressed that someone of your talent and experience and ability has been chosen to deal with us. When shall we meet and have a public debate on this massively important issue? When I arrived at Greenham Common, the women who had made their great pitch as peace-loving and, you know, all that, became a violent mob. What the public saw on their television screens and in the newspapers the next day were these women throwing themselves at the police in a violent demonstration. And of course, it was so easy. You could say I'm the Secretary of State. I answer to Parliament, not to mobs on the street. I think that we are having to face in the Western world a range of new approaches towards civil disobedience, towards public protest, many of whom belong to a political extremism which has motivations that I think should be clearly understood, who are prepared to break the law, to involve in trespass, to cause all sorts of disruption to the normal, peaceful process of society.
Siarada Mary Millington tra'n eistedd yn Eglwys y Grog.
Roedd Michael Heseltine, roedd ofyn ar Michael Heseltine. Roedd e ddim yn gwybod beth i'w wneud, felly roedd e'n newid y gyfraith mwyn i ni gael ein evicto unrhyw bryd.
Llun o heddwas yn gafael mewn dynes.
Mae unrhyw awdurdod yn mynd i ofni os yw bobl yn dechrau meddwl. Ac os yw bobl yn dechrau meddwl dros nhw eu hunain a holi beth sy'n digwydd, mae'r awdurdodau yn mynd i ofni hynny. A maen nhw'n mynd i drio unrhyw fath o dacteg i'ch tawelu chi, neu i newid eich meddwl chi, neu i beri braw. Maen nhw'n defnyddio tactegau brwnt i ddylanwadu ar bobl, ac mi roedd na ofn bod y merched, bod e'n mynd i lwyddo, os mynnwch chi, i fynd mas i'r cyhoedd beth oedd yn digwydd.
Diwedd rhan gyntaf, Greenham.